Hey, what's up, guys? I said make another video, this time on DanDaDan Season 1. I heard about this anime, like, a lot because everyone was saying, oh, it's so great, da 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 da, seeing, memes of it and stuff, and I finally saw it. I checked it out on, it was on Amazon for like 40 bucks, collector's edition, so I was like, okay, this looks kind of sick. So I decided to get it and see if it was as good as everyone was talking about. It was one of the few blind buys I did where I didn't even watch an episode, so I was a little worried I wasn't gonna like the show at all. Um, that wasn't the case. I really enjoyed it. Uh, I thought it was too short. I didn't like the way that ended. I know it was like supposed to be a cliffhanger or whatever, but that kind of annoyed me. But otherwise, I fucking love this show. The music slaps. The art style is different, and I like that. It's not the same old, same old. As I've mentioned before on this channel, I'm a huge fan of like romance and stuff like that. So I like the relationship between Momo and Momo and Okaroon. I thought that was pretty good, well done. I want to see some more of that and things. That's like probably my favorite part of the show. Stuff like that going on. Trying to think what else. I don't know if I mentioned this, but the music slaps. The intro song is fire, dude. Like that is a good intro. It starts off and I'm like, I don't know, but then when that shit kind of drops, it's like, okay, yeah, you got me. But yeah. So that was pretty good. I don't know. I don't really have too many things to say about the show just because it's pretty short. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. Like the whole the in the first episode, the whole like essay thing goes on a little too long, in my opinion. Like stuff like that makes me very uncomfortable. So that's just personally, I know it's like nothing really happens or anything like that, but I just don't like that stuff either way. Um, with I've seen all the stuff, with the cat and stuff like that, and I had no idea. I heard that was like Turbo Granny or something, but I had no idea that was like the woman, like the old woman in the in the tunnel or whatever. And I thought that like maybe she was corrupted or something, but it turns out no, that's just her, and they put her into a cat's body or whatever. So that was interesting. I didn't expect that. So it's like, see, I knew a lot of things where I'm like, okay, well, like, um, he gets his balls stolen, right? Okay, and then I'm like, okay, I see all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, but I had no idea. Like, there's no real context. Like, the balls being stolen isn't even like really the main part of the show throughout most of the season. It's just there a little bit. So I just thought that like that was going to be a bigger part. Not that once again, not that I'm complaining. I really liked what they did, and I liked the villains in this show. Well, actually, I don't like. They creep me the fuck out. Those fucking alien dudes creep me the fuck out, dude. I don't fuck with any of that. But it's definitely funny. Like it's pretty funny. Like I said, the art style is absolutely great. I like all the characters. It's a little annoying getting like the character of Jinshi, whatever, on his way. I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah, Jinshi, like whatever. How like he's in the promo for every like the intro for every episode. And he's literally in like two episodes, I think, the last two episodes. But he's all right. I'm interested to see what they go with that and like him and Okuro becoming friends and stuff like that. I like that, but I'm really excited. Mostly, like I'm really excited for the Momo and Okuro romance. That's like really well done. Like the writer just knows exactly how to do it, so that it feels good, it feels natural, and I'm just hoping for more of that. See what happens with that. The animation is really great. Like I said, not just the style, but the animation. Like that scene. Well, there's many of them, but like the scenes where I think they're like chasing or running away from Turbo Granny was really cool. I like Okroon's power. How it's like used to be. It was a curse. Now it's Turbo Granny's power. I feel like he's not going to give it back. I feel like probably that's going to be like a permanent thing that's his now. Um, I'm interested to learn more about it, like what exactly that. makes it, uh, and what the difference is like when he transforms. You know, because he's always like kind of depressed or whatever. Like you know, I can't remember the exact line, but I wonder if they're gonna get into that, and that's gonna be like a more serious thing, like which I kind of hope it is. Like there's like an undertone there where that's why he acts like that when he's in that form. I think that'd be pretty interesting. And finally, the episode with the I forgot the lady's name, but you know the lady monster thing who dressed it, you know, in that dress. And I've seen the clip like forever of like photos of like the you know the lady tap not tap dancing balleting like off the roof. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And they kept saying from DanDaDan, right? So I'm like, okay, you know, everyone's like, damn, this is so sad. Like it was like you know, when boys cried, when real men cried, and when real men cried, it was that. And I was like, okay, well, you know, what is that? And I always thought that the girl, I saw the, you know, the photo of the girl. I always thought it was Momo because it looks like Momo, like hair and everything like that. So I thought it was her for sure. Um, but damn, that shit did hit hard and it upset me. Like that was like really, really well done. You know, it's like kind of like the up shit with like barely any words. That was so sad. And I'm upset a little bit because I was googling it because I wanted to make sure that I was like wrong in that it wasn't Momo. And they say that like you know the girl's like dead and that they reunite in heaven or something like, and they cut that from the show, which upsets me too. But I'm just you know taking that as it did happen. I guess we just didn't see it, or maybe it happens later. I don't know how it really happens later because she's gone, but whatever. Um, but no, that shit hit hard, dude. That shit hit hard. And like I said, there's not too much more going on. I like the crab guy. That was pretty surprising. Where, you know, he has the kid, and the kid's sick, and he needs milk to survive. So he's like taking all these jobs and stuff like that. I kind of want. I kind of just want them to get rid of like I want to see some more villains out here. Like you know, like those guys. I feel like they can eventually like they'll get strong enough to beat them up. The aliens. Trying to think what else. I'm not really sure what else. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I'll be checking out season two. Uh, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm just trying to think what else. Like I said, you know, the whole like I kept seeing those screenshots of like the whole essay thing, and that's kind of why it like freaked me out watching it. And I know that there's like some other stuff coming up. I've seen some photos of the manga, and it's like I know it's ridiculous, like it's not you know real life or anything, but it always just fucking freaks me out and it upsets me. But but I'm still gonna watch because the show is, you know, it's not that, it's not mostly that, it's you know like these characters and all that. So I really like this. I like this collector set, by the way. Also, it's very nice, very shiny, and I can't get the shit out right here, but also it comes with a Turbo Granny cat sticker that I cannot get back in the fucking box. But if I have one complaint about this box set completely is this. This is where the discs are, and it's Okarun's balls, you know, and it's like this cheap kind of like open up type thing. I wish they just like made it a little bit thicker and stuck the Blu-ray in there, or like you know slimmed down these picture books whatever a little bit. I think that would have been better just because I like it feels really cheap. And I don't like that, and also the photo like there's no real photo on it. It's just like that alien guy, you know, the fucking creepy alien dudes. So it felt kind of was like not cool art to do on that, but I think the you know just the whole set is pretty sweet, especially if you're a fan of Dan. You know, just with the art books and everything like that. And I love these thick cases. I really like the thick cases. Like I said, like I never blind buy, so I was very concerned when I bought this. When I bought this, it was only like $42 or something like that. Like it was on sale. So I was like, okay, I have to get this. And you know, once again, I'll check out season two. I don't know if I'll watch it while it's airing or if I'll get the next set and then watch it or what I'll do with it. But I'll try to limit what I see from DanDaDan from now on. Now that I've actually seen it, none of this stuff, like I said, really spoiled me because I just felt like you know I'd see things, but they're completely out of context the way I see them. So yeah, so I think that's pretty much about it. I think the next video is going to be a collection of anime stuff I got, showing off that. I haven't done one of those videos in a while. My anime collection has grown pretty big, even from stuff I, you know, reviewed. So I'm hoping to show off that. After that, I don't know what I'm gonna make, but anyway, so highly recommend DanDaDan. I'm sure you've seen it probably if you're watching this video, but I also recommend the set. Like I said, very nice, especially if you get it on sale on Amazon. I probably wait for the Prime Day thing. Maybe it'll go down lower, but that's about it. Peace.